Hello everybody, and good evening and welcome into Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. It's nearly 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. I've got to let my buddy know that I'm going live, and we will continue with what's going on tonight. So as soon as he joins, we'll get started. And there he is. Wow, didn't waste any time. So welcome in, Ron. We're going to get started here like right now. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this so that I can see what's going on in the world. And I'm just going to leave that one running for right now on there. We're going to go ahead and fire up a virtual machine. As you know, I have no clue what the background music is. I can't hear it. I honestly can't. Hold on, maybe I can figure out what the background music is. While I'll power up my virtual machine. So while that's firing up, I'm gonna jump over here and hopefully, yep, there it is. Throw it down here. Nobody's can see because it's just going to keep this one background in. So I'm going to minimize that. Don't need that running. I want to not disturb the boss and what she's doing. But I think I can do this. Watching, welcome in. Yeah, I kind of like that music, so that's cool. So I will mute my computer so I don't get confused, because I'll get confused. I'll go ahead and minimize that. I don't need that running. So we're going to now go out of what this screen is. There comes the virtual machines catching up. Video card sometimes stutters. So we're going to jump back to OBS. And we're going to go to this screen, which I can show you what I'm doing. And that's going to show you on the left the virtual machine, and on the right it's going to show you what I'm doing. I hope. There we go. What this screen is, there comes the virtual machines catching up. Video card sometimes stutters. So right here, this is so I can kind of keep up with what's going on in the world. Right now, 2 people are watching. You can't see the chat box, but over here is Ron. And tonight, we're going to actually put this over here a minute. I think only 3 people are watching. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome one and all. So now we're going to, now that we got the virtual machine up and running, we are going to go find Sony Vegas Pro, which is, I pinned it to the taskbar. We're going to open it. Kind of keep up with what's going on in the world. Right now, 2 people are watching. You can't see the chat. Hey, Ron, shoot me a message on the messenger on your title that you want to experiment with tonight. Now we've got 4 people watching, and that's great. Welcome, welcome. If you have a channel, say hi in the chat room. One of us will get back to you. I'm monitoring it on the side, as well as I'm going to put this over here. That way I can see more of what's going on, and I like things to be a little bit bigger. So as this gets loaded in tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to learn Vegas Pro. We're going to work on an introduction, actually, and it might take me a minute to actually do this because I'm real new to Vegas Pro. So here we go. We're going to work on a title or an introduction. Ordinarily, I would just come down here and I would put in a title. But I'm going to click on media generators. Nope, that's not what I want. So we got 5 people watching. Great, this is wonderful. Thank you all for joining. We're going to maybe come into here. I'm just looking for. I don't want transitions just yet. I want to actually put text down here in this box. If you know anything about Sony Vegas Pro 17, oh, my light's going out, then say something in the chat room so we can figure this out. Otherwise, this will be a marathon. I'll try to keep it under 2 hours and get something accomplished. So go to project notes maybe, and there are none. Transitions, there is none there. Okay, we want to see if there's text. No, I'm not seeing any text anywhere. So let's close this one and open this one. Nope, I'm not seeing any text. 6 people. Wow, this is amazing. I really appreciate everybody watching. Stick with us. Say something in the chat room if you have that ability. So we're gonna go to new. This is preset. I'm gonna hit OK. I want to insert a text right here. So I'm hoping that brings me up a box where I can do that. And it's not looking like I can. So let's try that again. Insert. And text is now not highlighted. So why? The amount of time to insert. I don't think I wanted to insert time. So great. I've got a bunch of things going on down here. And I don't do anything off camera. I do everything live. I really show sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. But I would rather do that and learn this way as opposed to get in here and do a lot of stuff off camera, do a lot of editing, and then, you know, here we go. We don't, you know, we don't learn anything that way, or at least I don't learn anything that way. So now I can't do text at all. Text will not work. So let's start over again. We'll go new. We know this is what we want. Go back to insert, and text is still not highlighted. So let's try to put in a audio track. No, a video track. And in this video track, let's see if we can put a piece of text. And it said I could. Okay, it's running, and it's in a virtual machine. So it's going to take it a minute. Oh, I see it's kind of, there we go. So here we go. We're just going to leave this text not there. We are actually going to open up my phone, and I have to get the name here, which is KALBO. Then it's KUSINER. And then we're going to go one more. Bald Chef. So obviously my friend Ron, who we're doing this for, is Filipino, and he wants to do a blog and on cooking, of all things, and menus and how to cook and this, that, and the other. And I'm going to help him out with that. So we've got our title. We don't have any animation yet. We're going to see if we can change the color and go to a kind of that color. That looks all right. So we're going to go with that. And we're going to click up here, see what kind of animation we can do. Let's just go right down the line here, coming at you. I don't see an OK button, so we're going to hit that. And then I don't see my preview anywhere where I can watch it. So I'm going to hit this. I don't see my preview. So I've lost that. Imagine that. I've got to figure out where that's at. We're going to click up here, see what kind of animation we can do. Let's just go. Let me catch up here. Hey Ron, watch. I know you're watching the chat room just like I am. If anybody pops in there and says anything, make sure you acknowledge him. Tell them thank you. Tell them welcome. You know, tell them subscribe, join. We will eventually get this thing going. I've got to figure out what I've done to get rid of my box that shows what's going on. And it's still running, so this thing's going to run for a minute. But we will figure this out. And all the help we can get, we will take. Right now, I got to figure out. I know it's in my virtual machine. I really need to throw this over on my host machine and just do it there because the host machine's blazing fast. What I've done to get rid of my box that shows what's going on, and it's still running, so this thing's going to run for a minute. So we're stuck. We're in a loop. We're going to come down here to yeah, we're in a bad loop here. We're trying to get something. Okay, there we go. So let us stop this. Throw this over on my host machine. Let us make this bigger. Let us see if I can figure out how to make my. We're in a bad loop here. I should have this up here somewhere so that I can see it. Because when it's down here, I don't see it. I'm not seeing anything. This is play, obviously. So if we hit play, cool. We know that. Let us see if I can figure out. Zoom in time. I don't want to do that. Recording 2 channels. I don't think I put audio in there, but it says it's getting to. Let me see here. I should have this up here somewhere so that I can see it. When it's down here, sometimes it gets quiet because I'm trying to figure out. It's here. I just got to figure out how to grab it. Insert. I want to see. Slideshow? I don't know. Nope, that's not it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and that's not responding because it's waiting on the. Okay, I don't want slideshow, but I can add pictures. So Ron, this will help us out actually by me clicking on what I just clicked in. We can add pictures here when we get pictures to add. So for now, we're not going to add it. But what we're going to do is we're going to save this as Ron's Chef Run 1. And this is going to be in the documents file. Okay, I did that for a specific reason because now I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to close this. I'm going to close Vegas Pro down completely, and we're going to start over. I'm going to start Vegas Pro completely over. I don't think I necessarily need to shut down the virtual machine and start over, and it'd take too much valuable time. So to put it over on my host. So we're going to come in here, and there's Ron Chef 1, so it's there. That's good. Let's see what it looks like when it plays, if it plays. I don't even know if it'll play, honestly. We're going to try. I don't need this open anymore. So it should have started, maybe. I don't know. So let's, well, it's got to start from Vegas Pro. That's interesting. Yeah, Ron, eventually I will get to some kind of promotions. I don't know what. I mean, as you know, I just retired yesterday, so You know, funds are going to be a little tight for a while, but yeah, I'm all for a promotion. Maybe a free, hey, we can do a team viewer type thing and get together. And nope, this didn't go back to what I wanted. It brings it up to here. So, and I don't see it there. So once again, I'm going to close it. I'm going to go back into documents. I'm going to go right click and open with, can't open it with. If I try to open, it's going to go back to Vegas Pro. I know that. Maybe a free, hey, we can do a team viewer type thing and get together. And nope, this didn't go back. I know that's what it's going to do. I have no doubt in my mind. Oh, I know what I did wrong. That's fine. I know exactly what I did wrong. We're good. We can look at this here in just a second. That's not solving the issue of why we don't have our thing here. Oh, look what I found. Woohoo! Success! Give myself a big round of applause. Round of applause. Hi, I'm so funny I cracked myself up. So now we're going to go... Oh, sorry, Dennis. We don't need that. We're going to hit play. And in this box, we should see something, I hope. Maybe I need to change the size or the font. Oh, look what I found. Oh, gosh, yes. That's too big. Give myself a big round of applause. So, first adjustment that's going to have to be made is... Round of applause. Oh, here we go. Yeah, oh, yeah. That's just too big. Even if I make this full size... We're going to hit play. And in this box, way too big. Not a problem. So we're going to stop it. Amazingly enough, 6 people were watching, or maybe 6 people started and got bored or rolling on the floor from laughter. So we need to edit this. And I got to figure out, so I'm going to right click it. Good old right click. And then I'm going to come down my choices and I can delete. I can open and trim. I don't see an edit actually, so maybe there's an editor in here. So we're going to stop it. Generated media, click to edit. Okay, click to edit settings. Oh, here we go. This looks like this is going to bring up what I want. I think maybe not. Okay, golly, I either need to add more memory. Okay, so this is too big at 40. Whatever. Yeah, I should have caught that. So we're going to make it 20. I'm going to leave everything else exactly as it was. And we're going to go play from the beginning and see what it looks like now. Okay, click to edit settings. Oh, here we go. This looks like this is going to bring up what I want, I think. Maybe. Still too big. So we're going to stop it. We're going to go take it back to the beginning. I probably don't have to take it back to the beginning, but I'm old and I do things kind of old-fashioned sometimes. So the first thing I want to do is get the size down. Let's go with, I'm going to cut it in half again down to 10 and hit OK. And we're going to hit play and we'll see. Still too big. So we're going to stop. I apologize. Yeah, it's still kind of big to me. It's still way too big. So we're gonna go back in here. Anyone that's watching, if you know anything about this at all, and this being Sunny Vegas Pro 17, if you know anything at all, please contact me on Facebook, contact me through email, contact me with comments after the video will allow comments. But contact me. Let me know. I will take all the help I can get. I'm just getting started with this. I'm just learning this. So I really want to figure it out. Anyone that's watching, if you know anything about this at all, and this being Sunny Vegas Pro 17, if you know anything at all, please contact me on Facebook, contact me through email, contact me with comments after the video will allow comments. But This is playing from the start. And again, I see it instantly, and wow, shows that it should have played, but nothing's playing. There it is. Yeah, that is way, way too big. So I don't know how to make it smaller, other than, because I'm at 10 now. I guess let's, and 9's the smallest we can go. Frame size, I don't think we need to work on that, although that might have something to do with it. The scale, the location, I want it in the center. Interesting. Text colors. Because I'm at 10 now. I changed the scale. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out a little bit more. And 9's the smallest we can go. Frame size, I don't think we need to work on that. Although that might have something to do with it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and render this. I want it in the center. Interesting. Text colors. I changed the scale. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out a little bit more. You got to remember how to render it. Nope. Oh, I'm going to hit that twice. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead. I don't think this is it either. But what I want to do is render it, and I can always delete it if need be. I got it highlighted, so that's what I want. And the settings are good. I don't need to change the settings. Got to remember how to render it. I don't want to do any options yet. Nope. Wow, I'm going to hit that twice. View. Nope. I know it's in edit, or I thought it was in edit. What I want to do is render it, and I can always delete it if need be. I got it highlighted, so that's what I want. Options, no. Help. That we'll go to what I really hate to do, which is we'll go to help, which I bet it's going to kick me online somewhere. And I bet that's in nope, not in Opera. Doesn't look like it went there. Doesn't look like it jumped there. Let's see. Nope, did not go there either. So how do I render? Ron, do you remember how we rendered those other ones? Because I don't. Right now I'm just brain dead. I know you got to highlight it, which I did. We'll go to help, which I bet it's going to kick me online somewhere. And I bet that's in no, not in Opera. Doesn't look like it went there. So we highlight it. Looked like it jumped there. Let's see. Nope, did not go there either. And then, so how do I render? It's obviously not file. Render those other ones? No, I don't. Like doing something wrong here. Go to Explorer. I know you got to highlight it. Nope, that's not it either. Go to Settings, maybe. Nope, that's not it. I'll find it. It's just going to take me a minute. Oh. So we highlight it. I remember right. And then it's obviously not file. Got overlays. Oh man, I'm just like brain dead tonight right now. Okay, no problem. So this is what I do when I get stuck. When I get stuck, I jump over here to YouTube, and I go rendering in Vegas Pro 17, and it's 5 minutes long. I was kind of hoping it would show me brain dead tonight right now.
The width, the height, formats such as 720p.
So now I am going to turn my volume up so I can kind of hear.
If you guys are excited for this tutorial, make sure to smash the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and I say, let's get started right after the intro. So right now we are in Vegas Pro 17. Oh, it feels so good to say that. But as you can see right now, this is basically a video of mine that I uploaded maybe like 2 weeks ago. So we want to export it in 1080p. Wheel above the review screen. We're not going to render it straight away. We're going to make sure that our project tension, the width, the height, and all these settings right. Ratio is 1.00 FPS. You can just go ahead and click on 59.940, which is double and is blend field, and the resample mode is going to be this video. You want to right click on the video, hit properties, and you want to disable the resample and click OK. That's going to make the video just look just a little bit smoother, and it's going to turn at 1920 by 1080 30p. But we need to also adjust these settings. We're going to click on customize under S. Now we can actually pick a lot of formats. Which one do we need? We have MP4, we have MPEG, also mass project video properties. So now that we're ready for export, we're going to select everything in our timeline that we want to render out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit File at the top left. We're going to click Render As. Now we can actually pick a lot of formats.
I thought that's what I was doing. So I'm going to turn the volume off again. I don't need to hear the echo and the sounds. I'm going to jump back over to here. I'm going to move this over here. And we're going to go back over here. So everything's highlighted unless I am not getting the right file button, which I'm pretty sure I am. So we highlighted, he said right click maybe? Nope, that don't get it as anything. Oh look, now it says render as. What the heck? I'm not gonna check the setting, I don't really care. We're gonna render it and see what happens, because it should be set in MP4 format anyway. I set them a week ago. We should be good to go. We'll find out. And yeah, here we go. So it's in MP4. I want it in 10, 60 frames per second, so we're good. So we're going to hit render, and we're off and running. Right now we still have 6 people. I'm not going to check the setting. I don't really care. We're going to render. Approximate time to render is going to be, looks like 5 minutes, and that's crazy because that's really simple. I just want to render it so I can play it, so I can see it, so I can see how big or little it is, and then we'll work on either reducing it in size or adding some effects to it. So while that's running, I'm going to jump over here to my OBS, and this is what we're doing. And then I have another scene right here, which is blank, and I don't understand that, which has got the river. So we have another scene here. I'll let this one run for a minute. I don't know if that's got music on it or not. I can't really remember. Oh, this is one of the very first ones that I did when I was introducing Ron. This was just playing around in OBS. So what I've got to do is, hopefully nobody heard that, I have to take data off of this that I put on this and put it over into either a USB drive or onto my hard drive, my host machine, so that I can utilize this. So first things first, we're going to put this in a docking station, and we're going to let it do its thing. I'm going to minimize this for a moment just to take an idea of where we're at. Okay, we're at 44 seconds, and it's saying, oh my God, it's saying 46 seconds or 45 minutes to render. So we may not render it. I may just let this run, and I just may try to start a new one or cancel it or something. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to jump back over here to OBS, go back to where I can see the entire background, which is what initially all I wanted is to be able to do what I'm getting ready to do here, which is show the background screen and what I'm doing. and there's a long delay. Okay, there it is. So it's my granddaughter. So we're going to see if the 8 terabytes up and running yet. And it looks like it is not. Even though the data light's flashing, I don't see it. Hopefully it will load in here in just a second and I can remove some data. In the meantime, appreciate everybody sticking with us. This could take a minute. I didn't realize rendering would take so long. I don't want to do it offline or not live. So I want to close this a minute and look at some of my folders. I think I've already started one somewhere. Nope, those are all iCloud's nonsense. New folder. Cold Justice, Van Halen Music, iPhone, burn test. It's no problem. We're going to create a folder and we're going to call it OBS Effects. I think I've already started one somewhere. Nope, those are all iCloud's nonsense. Well, we're going to try that again. New folder. Justice, Van Halen Music. Wow. iPhone. Burn test. It's no problem. We're going to create a folder. Really taxing this system. So let's jump back over here to the virtual machine and let's see where we're at. Effects. Got about 14 minutes to go now, so whatever it was doing, it got over its whatever it was doing. So that's not too bad. We can hang with 14 minutes. The problem is I've opened 2 new folders and neither one of them stuck. And what's in here? Let's jump back over here to the virtual machine. Well, I can put it in here. Got about 14 minutes to go. For now, once I get, yeah, you know what? For now, I'll just put it in this one. Once I get it running. It's still blinking, which means it's still running. I have a bad habit of crossing my arms. It doesn't mean I'm being disrespectful. It's just, it's a bad habit. I'm comfortable with it like that. So, still have 6 people. Still don't have anybody saying anything in the chat room, and I understand that. You have to have a channel to be able to chat, from what I understand. It's crazy. I think back in the day you did not have to, but now Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube has changed it. So hopefully we get some comments. It's still blinking, which means it's still running. I have a bad habit of crossing my arms. It doesn't mean I'm being disrespectful. I don't know if you can read the comments or not. I know Ron can. I know I can. So this is one thing I probably should have done. Before I got started, I probably should have checked to see if. Okay, so now we got about 10 minutes to go. It's kind of neat. It shows that while it's doing it. 6 minutes have gone by, 10 minutes to go. So I don't need that running. I don't know if you can read. I can't refresh this yet. Otherwise I would. I'm really hoping I get this drive to work because there's data on there that I put on there, not only for OBS, but family pictures and whatnot. And it would really disappoint me if I lose it. Actually, I would do it offline and figure out why it's not working. And I can go get it again, actually, if I have to. I don't want to, excuse me, but I can. Down to 4 people. I scared 2 people away. probably taking too long on the rendering. So, oh, there we go. It refreshed and jumped over to, there it is. Good. So, I'll let it catch up so that everybody can see it. And you'll see here I have a folder called OBS right here. And as soon as I see,
Probably taking too long on the rendering.
we're back to 6. No, I think we're down to 4.
Oh, there we
No,
go.
we're up to 6. Good. So this is the OBS folder. I'm going to open it.
There it is.
And the one I'm looking for is this one called Paint right here. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to
And you'll see here I have a folder called OBS
actually
right
close
here.
this. I don't need that open. And then I'm going to minimize this for a bit. And then I'm going to close that for a second. Oh, there it is. I got new folders. I got 8 new folders. So I'm going to rename this. I deleted it. Doggone it. So let me see if I can find.
I'm going to actually close this. I don't need that open.
There we go. So enter new folder. We're going to rename it. We're going to call this OBS data. We're going to open OBS here. We're going to open OBS here. We're going to move the empty one over here. I always do this the same way. My target is on the left. My source is on the right. I want the paint, so we're going to put the paint over here. I'm going to grab this one while I'm at it. So now we'll have 2 boxes pop up. And let's grab Christopher Walken while we're at it. We should have 3 boxes pop up. I'm going to change my view so I can see what's going on. Okay, oddly enough, I got my ice picture first. And I'm going to grab one more real quick. And now I'm going to minimize this. I don't need it. So there's 2 of the 4. But I think it's only going to give me 3, and that's fine. So I'm going to jump back over here to the virtual machine. We have 4 minutes to go. So we're going to let that run on its own. I'm going to minimize the virtual machine. And we're going to sit here for 4 or 5 minutes and let that catch up. Meanwhile, since I don't really need that, welcome back. Welcome the 6 people. Welcome the 2 new people that either left and came back, or 2 brand new people. All in all, that would be cool. If you're able to leave, if you're able to see the chat on the right-hand side of the screen, which is right. Let me make this bigger, which is right here. And that would be cool. If not, when it goes to where you can make comments, please leave me a comment. So I would appreciate it. Good, bad, or ugly, I don't care. Any comment to me right now would be just wonderful. Believe it or not, it would just be awesome. So I'm waiting on one more to show up in here. It's at 68%. And real shortly, I'm going to build a computer. And that computer will only be used for shooting live videos and using OBS and nothing else. That's it. And Vegas Pro. It'll be Vegas Sony Pro, OBS, and broadcasting. And that's it. Nothing else. I'll use my one I'm using right now for my bills, my banking, my emails, my games, whatever. Spring's about to hit here. Actually, I'm going to do a video tomorrow. We're going to move our chickens. So I thought I grabbed Christopher Walken, so I'm going to try to grab old Chris. Yep, there he is. Okay, so we're good to go. So I'm going to minimize this. I don't want to lose it. I can close this because I know where it's at. I can real quickly. Oh, it looks like it's done rendering. So, no, it's not. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. So that's cool. We're going to let that run. I'll check back. Hey, Ron, shoot me a message in 3 minutes so I know to go back. We're going to go back over to OBS. We're going to go in their scenes. We know that one's good. We know that one's good. This one's not good because the raindrops needs to be edited. So we're going to click on raindrops. we're going to click on properties.
Real quickly. Oh,
We're going to go up here, and it's looking for it somewhere where it's not. So we're going to browse.
13 seconds, so that's cool.
We're going to go to the desktop.
I'll check back.
We're going to go into OBS data.
Go back over to
I want all the files that are there.
That one's good.
But more importantly, I want
That one's good.
this one right here.
Because the
We're going to
raindrops
click
need to be
open.
edited. So we're going
And I know it's okay, so we're going to hit OK.
We're going to click on.
Now I'm going to turn it on.
We're going to go up here,
And there it
it's
is.
looking for it somewhere where it's not. So we're going to browse.
Now I got to do some adjusting
We're going to go into OBS
because
data.
looks like it's off a little bit.
All the files that are there. But more importantly,
I want it to be the full screen.
this one right here. We're going to click open. And I know it's okay, so we're going to hit OK. Now I'm going to turn it on. And there it is. Now I got to do some
I
adjustments.
do need to learn this because I need to know how to make this perfect. Got it right there. So, real quick, in OBS, which is Open Broadcast Source, we're down to 5 people. That's not a problem. I'm pleased there were 6 people at one time watching this for as long as they watched this. That's great. That's wonderful. So in OBS, I've got the cameras going. I can turn my cameras off. I can turn this one off. I can turn this one off, and it's just that. Or if you guys want to see me, there I am. The window capture is already, I think, let's see here. Window capture is not working, so I probably can get rid of that. Display capture is that. Don't really want that. I got that in a different scene setting. I got my river flowing that has sound. I got 4 people. I bored them again, Ron. And then I got my paint drops. So that's cool. And we're going to go to scene 3. That's scene 4 is not working. All of a sudden, we have locked up. Okay, scene 4 is working. I think that's the one that has special guest on it, maybe? Or no, that's the other one. Scene 5. And again, I was just playing around with pictures just to see. 6 has not got anything. 7, missing the planes. So here, watch this. We'll have a little bit of fun here. Okay? You'll find out about my humor if I can make this work. So we're going to click on what it's supposed to be. We're going to go up here. We're going to browse. We're going to grab this. We're going to open it. Except that's not what I want. So we're going to browse again. We're going to go to desktop. We're going to go down to OBS. We're going to get all files. And this may or may not work. We're down to 3 people now. Losing people left and right here, which is fine. And then we're going to hit OK. And it doesn't work. I don't see it anywhere. And I can close everything off. Even the camera's not working, and the camera should be working. So let's figure out why the camera's not working.
Losing people left and right here, which is fine.
Users. Oh, did I just do what I think I did? I seriously? No. This is correct. That's what I want. So I want my camera settings.
And I can close everything off. Even the camera's not
See if that
working.
works.
The camera should be working.
And it did not. Wow. So this one, I may have to get rid of it completely.
Oh, did I just do it?
Even though it's there.
No, this is correct. That's what I want. So I want
Okay.
camera.
No problem. You know what? We're going to delete this if I can. Oh wow, not getting enough information going over here to the old back to 6. That's cool. So no problem. You know what? There's my text. My text works. The camera's not working for some reason. I want to. Oh wow. Not getting enough information going over here to. I actually want to delete it. Just start all over again. So I should be able to right click and I'll get rid of it. So now it's gone. So now I'm going to add video capture device. And I want to use an existing one. And I think it's a video capture device. And that's this one up here. So that's cool. Then I want to add another one. Video capture device. And I think that's this one. I want to add existing. Now it's gone. And that should be down. Should have been down there. So not good. Get rid of that. Yep. Wrong one. Get rid of that. Yep. No problem. Got to be here somewhere because it's working in the other one. So let's try 3. Or no, we want to go add existing. Try 3. Hit OK. And we're back to that one up there. So that's crazy. Add. Video capture. Try that one. Add existing. Logitech. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Wow, this is nuts. So you know what I got to do? I got to come into here. And I got to see. It's video capture 1. Both of them can't be the same one. So that's 1. And that's 1. Huh. Showing me the same one, which we know is impossible to do. So anyway, let's go back to here and minimize that. Hey Ron, is this still broadcasting? I've got an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain the stream. I kind of get that a lot. So I don't know. Yeah, hey, I appreciate that, Ron. Thank you for sharing it. I should have done the same thing, but I didn't think about it. Let's jump over to the virtual machine. It's done rendering, it looks like. And it's done. So we're going to see where it went by opening the folder. Hey Ron, is this still broadcasting? I've got an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. I don't know why it's not opening the folder. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna right-click this. Appreciate that, Ron. Thank you for sharing it. I should have done the same. And I want to open it with VLC media player. It's done rendering. It looks like. And we'll see what happens. There it is. See where it went by opening the folder. Too big. Wow, is that just too big? Way too big. I don't know why it's not opening the folder. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to right-click this. Wow. And I want to open it with. Okay, no problem. So we know that's just entirely too big. So we are going to figure out where my mouse is at. I'm going to close that. And close that. We're going to jump back over to here. And we're going to go File, New. Okay, no problem. So we know that's just entirely too big. So sure, why not make the change? Keep the changes, I don't care. New project, everything's good. Nothing's changed, so we're going to leave that there. Back to square one. Welcome in the 6 people that are watching. Appreciate you watching. Say hi in the chat room if you can. If you can't, that's fine. We understand, or I understand. We are going to now start this again. We're going to insert an audio track. Nope, we're not going to insert an audio track. We're going to get rid of that audio track. And I think we can right-click and delete the track. I want to insert a video track. And then we're going to insert text. And we're going to change the size because we don't want it to be super huge. We're going to make it really small. Then we're going to go. Start this again. We're going to insert an audio track. This looks big to me. Nope, we're not going to insert an audio track. We're going to get rid of that. So let's try it again. I think we can right click. Bear with me. Again, I have to insert a video track. And then we're going to insert text. And we're going to change the size because we don't want it to be super huge. We're going to make it really small. And we're going to go. Okay, I'm going to change the color. I'm just going to pick one out. So let's try it again. Want it in the center. And we're going to go with animation. We're going to go with dropping words. We'll see what dropping words looks like. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to hit play. Okay, this is better. Again, round of applause, everybody. Okay, Ron, I like that. That's a start, buddy. I think that's pretty good. Now, what we can do is we can make it, I think, if we grab it and make it out to there and play it from the start, let's see what happens. Dropping words. Let's see what dropping words looks like. So that's good. I like that. And it's just gonna repeat because I made it real long. But this is what we were trying to accomplish a while ago, and apparently I couldn't change the size after I got started. So what we can do now is play around with the how it is. And we're simply going to stop it. I use we a lot because I want this to be a community thing, but I'm doing it. But I do want it to be a we thing, not a me thing. We're going to go back to the start, which I probably don't have to. So let's go. I already know this simple thing. We're just going to put a little fade in here. And we're going to put a little fade in here. I already know this one. I've done this one a while. We're going to play it, and it's just going to fade like that. So what do you think, Ron? Can you respond in the chat room or on Messenger, either one? Let me know what you think. But I do want it to be a we thing, not a me thing. We're going to go back to the start, which I probably don't have to. So let's go. I already know this simple thing. We're just going to put a little fade in here. And we're going to put a little fade in here. I already know this one. Good. I've done this one a while. That's going to fade out here in just a second. And it's just going to fade like that. So it should start fading out. And there it goes. Awesome. So that's cool. So we got 2 things now. We got a bounce and a fade in and fade out. So now we can go to this editor, which I don't fully understand it yet. So I have to teach myself that. That's going to fade out here in just a second. And we'll come back to that. Let's go to this one. So it should start fading out. Go to animation. I do like the dropping words. Let's go with, there's not many here. So let's try action flip and see what that does. And here we go. Yeah, great. I mean, it's a great start, Ron. That's kind of cool. Hey, I kind of like this too. What do you think? That's kind of cool. And the boss is in there laughing. In case any of you that don't know yet, the boss is my wife. She's Filipina. Ron's Filipino. Filipina's female. Filipino's male. You know, got to make it complicated. We just can't say man and woman. We got to say Filipina, Filipino. Oh, complicated.
That's kind of cool.
Anyway, I like that one, Ron.
Kind of like this.
That one's pretty cool. So we'll just keep experimenting here.
That's kind of cool.
We'll stop that. We'll go into see what the next one is. And that was action flip. We'll do a bounce. So now we're going to bounce. I got to see if we can make these small. Yeah, we can. So here we go. This is bounce. Bouncing away. Like the Green Mile. Walking the mile. Bouncing. Oh, I guess I should hit play. Oops. So now we should be bouncing. Oh, yeah, I think, Ron, I think we can throw some things together. We'll have to find one we really like. We'll have to find one that people comment, how'd you do that, or that's really super cool, or whatever. It's taken 55 minutes to get this far. So when we're all said and done, yeah, right. Okay, so now we'll work on the background. I'm going to, we don't really need to sit here and play around with this. We know now where this is at. We did the dropping words.
I think we can throw some things together. We'll have to find one we really like.
So now we'll work on a background.
People comment, how'd you do that, or that's really super cool, or whatever. It's taken 55 minutes to get
that was kind of lame, in my opinion. I like some of the first ones better.
Yeah.
What we should do, you know what we should do, Ron? I tell you what we should do. I didn't think about this until right now. I ought to do this. I ought to take this, put it over here, take this, put it over there, take this, put it over there, you know me and moving stuff around. So what I should do is this. I should come in here, do the first one. We're going to do action flip. We're going to say okay. We're going to start it. We're going to see what the action flip looks like. Okay, that's good. Now what I want to do is I just want to left click this and bring it down. Or right click and bring it down. Right click. I want to copy it. I want a new copy of that. Then I'm going to move it over here. And then we're going to go into here. We're going to change action flip to coming at you. And we're going to play this from here. Now the second one won't have an effect of fading in and fading out. Actually, that one didn't fade either, but I don't see it. That's not good. What did I did? Okay, bear with me. I've done something wrong because we're not seeing anything.
And we're going to play this from here. Now the second one won't have
All right.
the effect of fading.
What's not happening here?
Actually, that one didn't fade either, but I don't see it. That's not good. What did I did?
Yeah, there's the action flip. It's right there, so that's correct.
Bear with me.
What?
Done something wrong because we're not seeing anything. All right. What's not happening here? There's the action flip. It's right there, so that's correct. What?
Whatever I did, I made it go completely away, and I don't understand that. So let's figure this out. Watch this. This is so computer. This is what I call Ken Stout friendly. Oops. 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 Maybe go back one more. Well, let's play it from there and see what happens. I just hit the undo button at the top several times, and it's not doing anything. So I'm going to undo it again, and hopefully not lose. Ah, there we go. Sweet. So now we're back.
This is what I call Ken Stout friendly.
That's going to fade in.
Oops. 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 Maybe go back.
Okay, got that. That's sweet. Got. Now I got to figure out how to. I want to put another video track in. I want to put another video track in. And I'm going to put this over here. So now
that's going to fade in.
I want to move this.
Okay, got that. That's sweet. Got.
I don't want to create a new copy because that screwed things up. So I'm going to create a reference. Okay, good. And we're going to make another one right here. We're going to copy. We're going to create a reference. Okay, so now we're going to shorten this. We're going to butt this one up against it. We're going to shorten it. We're going to butt this one up against it. And we're going to shorten it. But more importantly, we're going to go in here and we're going to change the effects so that we can see what the effects are. Much like I did with the L and K run, only I wasn't using this same tool. I was using something else. So here we go. It should all fade in. Hopefully they're long enough that it's going to show something. They might not be. I may have made them too short. And it look. Oh, what the heck? It's so big again. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? Aha. So
L and K run. Only I wasn't using this same.
Yeah, go to the start.
So here we go.
We'll stop it.
It should all fade in.
We're going to edit.
Hopefully they're long enough that it's going to show something. They might not be. I may have made them too short. And it look. Oh, what the heck? It's so big again. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? Aha. So. Go to the start. We'll stop it. We're going to edit.
I hope by shrinking them it doesn't make the doggone. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, so not a problem. I know how to get this back. There's the fade. Because when I go over here, this is still showing being. No, it actually shows it being 10. But it's not changing it. So that's not a problem. So we're going to go back, 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 back.
It doesn't make the doggone. Yeah, for some reason. Okay.
See if this one's good.
Not a problem. I know how to get this back. There's the fade.
Okay, that one's good.
Over here. This is still showing being. No, it actually shows it being 10. But it's not changing it. So that's not a problem. So we're going to go back, 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 back. See if this one's good.
Okay, so it doesn't make any difference on the size. So we're going to make that way. We're going to make, oops, got to have some size to it. We're going to put that up against there. So want to do is I want to figure out now how to change just the effect
Okay, so
without changing. That's back to 48. That's not good.
I'm gonna make that way.
So I'm going to leave that as is.
I'm gonna put that up against there. So what?
Well, that doesn't look like it's 48. Is I want to figure out now how to change just the effect without changing. Okay, that one worked. So let's try one more here. I'm going to pick one we haven't done yet. Let's just see what happens. So now we'll play this from the beginning down to 5 people, which is fine. So it's going to play from the beginning. It'll fade in, fade out. I like the size. I think that's cool. I kind of like that one there when it bounces around a little bit.
Okay.
Then it'll fade out.
Let's try one more here.
And it fades out. Good to go on that. Now we're going to fade in again.
So now we'll play this from the beginning down to 5 people.
And we lost memory because it just froze. It completely froze.
I like the size.
Actually, it stopped. What the heck?
I kind of like that one there when it bounces around a little bit.
Stopped again. So what's going on? What?
And it fades out. Good to go on that. Now we're going to fade in.
Kind of like that one. So it should fade out. And it does. So the fading part's working good.
It just froze. It completely froze.
But apparently that did not change like I wanted it to. That looks to be the same thing. So we're going to stop that.
Stopped again. So what's going on? What?
Supposed to be. It shows that it actually did change. But it obviously did not change.
I kind of like that one. So it should fade out.
But there it did.
So the fading part's working good.
Fade out.
But apparently that did not.
Hey, I like that. That's kind of cool too. All right, so pretty cool with that. I'll render this and save it as well. Let's see if real quick we can't figure out how to do a background on this. So we're going to stop. And I'm pretty sure to do that we're going to have to add another video track. And then we're going to have to go over here to Explorer.
Fade out.
Maybe not.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah, go to the beginning.
That's cool too. All right, so
we should be able to do this from just about anywhere. Okay, there's the Explorer.
We can't figure out how to do a background.
So
we're gonna stop and
go to birds.
Sure to do that, we're gonna have to add.
I wished I could change the view to where I could see what they are, but I can't. So we're kind of shooting in the dark here.
Maybe not.
Let's just.
Should be able to do this from just.
Well, you know what?
Okay, there's the
It says I can go to my C drive. Let's see if I can go to my C drive. It does, but I don't see where I can get. If I get to the desktop and get to the OBS folder, then that would be awesome. If I can figure out real quick.
Well, you know what? It says I can go to my C drive. Let's see if I can go to my C drive. It does.
Give me 1 second here. I want to.
If I get to the desktop and get to the OBS folder.
I know I changed that name. I know I changed it to OBS data.
I can figure out real quick second here. I want to. I know I changed that name.
I changed it real quick so I can find it. It gets kind of confusing. So I'm looking for OBS data, and I don't see it. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna throw it over there. We're gonna open the virtual machine. Then we're gonna open Sunny Vegas Pro. Then we're gonna open OBS data. I want to see if I can get this cardinal and put it into here.
I changed it real quick so I can find it.
And it looks like I cannot.
So I'm looking.
So let's see if I can put it into the virtual machine first, which it looks like I could. So that's cool. Now we're going to see if we can take it from the virtual machine and put it in to the Sunny Vegas Pro, and it will not let me. So let's go back to here. Let's go back to here.
Let's see if I can put it into the virtual machine first, which it looks like I could. So that's cool. Now we're going to see if we can take it from the virtual machine.
I think we have to import maybe.
Put it in.
Import, and I want to import media, and I want to get it from my desktop, and I want the cardinal. There we go. And we'll mess with that later. If it put it in there, I don't know where it put it.
I think we have to import maybe. Import, and I want to import media.
So let's pay attention to what I'm doing. I want to import media. I want it from my desktop. I want it to be this picture right here. It's called Cardinal. Open. Okay.
If it put it in there, I don't know where it put it. So let's pay attention to what I'm doing.
So kind of wanting it to go
I want it to be
where I can see it.
this picture right here. It's called Cardinal.
Import media. That's what I want to do.
Okay. So kind of wanting it to go where I can see it. Import media. That's what I want to do.
I have no clue what this is going to do. I honestly have no clue. And I clearly have lost my ability to see it, which I did that a while ago by grabbing over here. So let's see here.
I have no clue what this is going to do. I honestly have no clue. And I clearly have lost my ability to see it, which I did that a while ago by grabbing over here.
I'm on it.
So
I lost my thing again.
here,
I don't want to undo it because I know it's going to. Okay, yeah, don't like that. So, what happens if we
I don't want to undo it because I know it's going to.
What happens if we put it at the bottom?
Okay, yeah, don't like that. So, what happens if we?
I would have thought that picture would have popped in by now.
What happens if we put it at the bottom?
Got to be a way to do background, Ron. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Kind of waiting for the picture to pop back in here, which should. I'm going to guess as soon as this one actually ends.
Got to be a way to do background, Ron. I'm just gonna have to figure it out.
Should have a picture popping in here real shortly.
Kind of waiting for the picture to pop back in here, which should.
And I'm going to see what the delay is if the picture pops up. And it did not. Okay, no problem. I'm going to stop. I'll figure out why that picture didn't pop up.
Picture popping in here real shortly.
There it is.
What the delay is if the picture pops up, and it did not.
There it is.
Okay, no problem. We'll stop. Figure out why that picture didn't pop up.
What's there? Back to 6 people. Welcome in.
There it is.
So I think, Ron, what we're going to do is get a picture of you for the background or a stove or something. So we're going to, real quick, come back over here. This is my go-to when I can't figure something out. We're going to get rid of rendering.
What's there?
I'm going to put in adding a background, Sunny Vegas Pro.
So I think
You got a green screen, color, background, modified background, and rendering. So this is how long? 9 minutes. I don't want to. Okay, let's go with the old 2 minute. I can waste 2 minutes here. It's not really a waste. Turn my volume back on so I can hear.
Here's a tutorial in Vegas Pro version 16 on how to add the text and how to add the background to that text. This is the new background. Okay, so delete this one and start from the beginning. So first of all, position the playhead where you want.
This guy's too fast.
Let's move from there. Okay, and go.
So I think what I'll do is I will watch this elsewhere. I know it can be done. More importantly, what I want to do is I am going to go over here and I'm going to search for cooks, and there we go. Cooks. Only 7 of them though. I don't think that's kind of what I want, but this is simple to get. You just click on it, download it, and download it again. Probably again, it's not showing downloading. Click on the download, and we got the download. We're gonna show it in the folder. It's gonna be in the download folder. Right there it is. Shows it being a video. Oh, it is a video. Sweet. So I just now I'll move that over to my OBS and I'll use that in an opening edit for sure, for sure. And we can close this now. I'm going to minimize this down again. So I'll put my background the way that I like it because I want my grandchildren on here. Sorry, just partial. So I got to figure out how to get that rotating thing in here. Now I want to see what happens when I play this. It should go maybe one more. Again, I apologize for my arms. It's just me. I'm comfortable this way. Yeah. Gotta laugh at Ron. I would never put anything on there without your permission. I'll find something. We'll figure it all out. Okay, the bird did not pop up again for some reason, but yet when I stop it, the bird pops up. So you know what? Let's get rid of the bird. Again, I'm going to wait until we get caught up here, and I'm going to delete the bird.
I would never put anything on there without permission.
So we deleted the bird. So we're at an hour and 21 minutes. This has been fun. I've learned quite a bit. I'm thinking if I can put that video in this background, default background, black background, we can change it to white background. But apparently you can't change the whole thing.
So we're at an hour and 21 minutes. This has been fun. I've learned quite a bit. I'm thinking if I could put that video in this background.
The default background must be black. Oh, it's gray actually. Okay. So I got some learning to do. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate everybody sticking around, coming in, coming out, coming back maybe, and watching. Give us a week. Tuesday and Wednesdays will be our primary days. And hopefully within a week or two, I've gotten some emails or someone's contacted me and said, hey, I know all about Vegas Pro. What do you want to know? And I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll help you if any way I can. But if you know something about Vegas Pro, you're already ahead of me. So we're good. What I'm going to do is I'll render this when I go off being live. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to come over here and make this full screen. I'm going to go into my OBS. I'm going to create a new scene. It's going to be scene 12. I'm going to add a media source. And this is going to be called Steak. And we're going to go, okay. We're going to go find it, which we know right now it's in downloads. So I don't want to use it from downloads. What I want to do is I want to actually go to downloads. I'm going to put this over here in OBS. And just like that, it's there. Hopefully you're seeing this. I don't know if you are or not. I'm not watching. And then we're going to close this. We're going to go to Browse. We're going to go OBS. We want the roast. We're going to open it. I want it to loop. I want it to continuously play. We're going to hit OK. And there we go. Hopefully you've seen that. If not, I will come back and show you that.
Just like that, it's there. Hopefully you're seeing this. I don't know if you are or not watching. And then we're going to close this. We're going to go to browse.
There you go, Ron. I like that. I will try to find some non-copyrighted with Filipino food as well. We can add that in there. It will actually go with what we're trying to accomplish. So that's good to go, in my opinion. Been fun. I know you're off tomorrow. We'll get together. Let's get together tomorrow. The boss works 2 to 10, so that'll be noon your time to 8. Give me a call. We'll get together. We might team viewer it so that we're not making ourselves look like idiots on YouTube, as the old people say, on the YouTube. So everyone that's watched and stuck with us, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm rapidly approaching my hour-and-a-half time that I'm going to try to stick to for a while. We didn't really accomplish much. I mean, honestly, we didn't. But got to go back to my.
As the old people say, on the YouTube. So
We did accomplish this. This was our primary goal. We had set out to do some introductions. Now we're going to take this picture over here that was just showing the steak, and we're going to put that in behind this somehow. I may go live again here in 15-20 minutes. I got to get up and stretch. Got to go take my medications. I'm an old man. I'm a diabetic. Got to take care of myself. I want to see my grandkids. I want to see them get to 18, 19 years old. They're going to be twin Miss basketballs in Indiana. So, thank you everybody for sticking with us. Ron, I'll be back later live. I'll let you know if you want to join me. I would appreciate it. If not, I understand. Everyone else, I'll be back live later. I'll probably just say the same thing, only part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening. Catch you on the